make money, feed the kids. Ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins. 8, I need a 10. Stay muddy to the lid. 800, eat a.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call hit boy.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First play from scrimmage, Watson going to throw it. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's up. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. He's going to involve multiple people, and right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
11.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Mixon. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Here we go.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
What a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed yards on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip. Watson's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up with a very good clip.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Watson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Fielded just inside the 20. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get this to the 32.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
1st and 10. Joe Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now it's Mixon running right. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The Bengals sit 8-4 now in the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Escaping the pressure right. Dumps it off to Mixon. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Watson. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. 6-0 our score after 1. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Chubb on the counter. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 21 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now.
11 mighty.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
62 yards.
And the Bengals have regained the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make this a 6-point game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Hunt will try going up the middle, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Watson on 3rd down.
Quick throw, and he's got Amari Cooper.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
Fair to say, it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help, Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Throwing again on second down. Watson, and he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. Yeah, the Browns are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run with Chubb. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Touchdown! David Njoku from 3 yards out. And the Browns are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. T. Higgins as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
12, 12, 12.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
11.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Mixing up the middle. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
11 empty.
In motion left goes Boyd.
11 empty. 11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because
he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 39, Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. To throw on 2nd is Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Now Burrow on first down to the right side and complete to Hurst.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Here we go.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
11,
The slot
11,
man
11.
in motion right. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Here we go.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down. Back now in Cincinnati.
Here we go.
Now the Bengals on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion.
12,
This is 3rd and 4.
12. 11, Thomas. 12. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you know.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. Their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect. Not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. Is it normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that? Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Watson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
Here we go.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10.
At their own 21. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down. Now it's Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
11.
Now Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
12. 12.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 52 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here we go.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll give it to Mixon, and they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Another try for Mixon. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? They're passing here. Joe Burrow. This will be caught just inside the 10. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will make this a 9-point lead.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked by Logan Wilson, and the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
11 Thomas.
They will throw on first down with Burrow, eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he's got it inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Gun. God.
Now receiver in motion left. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, this defense knows, they're well aware that they're down 2 scores, and they figure this is pretty much their last chance. They know if they give up a touchdown here, that ends it. Nice job on 1st and goal to push them the other way, but they have to be thinking takeaway right here.
On 1, right?
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Caught on a slant. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Here we go with Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Takes it to about the 37.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off of play action, it's Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On 1st down, Watson. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
11.
Burrow looking to pass. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy of the 46. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bengals, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town.